Welcome back. This story doesn't even sound real because it's too horrible. It's just it doesn't even make any sense how in America, United States of America, this type of stuff can happen. There is a positive. There's a positive. His family comes together to help him. His friends come. Okay, let me just start. His friends, his family, his neighbors, his co-workers, and his church. They all come together to help him. Yeah, everyone's not evil in the world. They're good people. So all of these people come together to help him. His family is helping him get a place to live. His family and friends are helping him buy food. His church is helping him with food. His co-workers and his neighbors are helping him take care of his stuff. They're driving him back and forth to the hospital because his medication has him so drowsy he can't drive because of his problems with his organs and his depression. This is when you find out who you can truly count on. He tells me he's been friends with his neighbors, but he never really realized how good of his neighbors they were. His neighbors were coming over because he was so weak from the medication and everything for his body and trying to get his weight back. He looked like a skeleton. They came over, walked his dog, helped cut his grass, helped him clean his house. People from the church was coming over to help him, bringing him meals. They were helping him around the house. His best friend was coming, driving him to work. Because remember, his money is frozen. He has no money. He still has to go to work because the judge pretty much told him, I don't care if you don't have any money, you better make sure she still gets that child support. He can't even get to work. So his friends and his co-workers are picking him up in the morning. They're taking him to work and they're dropping him off. His family comes down. They're helping him around the house, cooking and cleaning. And I tell him, I says, well, there are a lot of bad people out here, but you got a lot of good people out here helping you out. You have a lot of good people in your corner. You've got your family. You got your friends. You got your neighbors. You got your co-workers. You got your church family. All of these people know you're a good person. All of these people are here to help you. God doesn't hate you. He's putting you through a tough time right now. Maybe he's trying to tear you down to build you back up to make you a stronger, better person. And I know it's hard for him to believe that right now because his entire world is gone. It's been, 8 months, and he hasn't even been able to see or even talk to his children on the phone. And I'm just like, buddy, I know how you feel. But don't give up. Your family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, church family, all of those people are there supporting you. Please don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your children. Keep fighting for your children. Even though this judge is against you, even though the lawyer is against you, your soon-to-be ex-wife is against you, people are threatening to kill you, damaging your car, don't give up. The poor guy, I look at him and I just want to hug him and tell him it's going to be okay. His life is just falling apart. But I tell him, I says, you know what? God has a plan for you. You may not see it right now, but he has a plan. It's like if you ever read the Bible, you saw what he put Job through. The devil tortured Job, and Job still never gave up his faith in God. He went through a lot. Job lost his wife, his children, his land, his property. He lost everything, boils, and all of that. He never gave up his belief and his trust in God. And I'm telling this guy over here the same thing. Don't give up. God hasn't given up on you. Things are dark right now, but they're going to get better. He has a plan for you. And I think that's the only thing that's been keeping him going is his faith in God, his family, his friends, his co-workers, his neighbors, his church family. Because any normal person who didn't have that, I think they would have probably taken their lives. They probably would have just given up. But his faith in the people around him, and God, I think, is what kept him going. Because that had to be horrible. So everything in his life wasn't horrible, but he did get some great news. His family came together to help him. His friends came together to help him. His neighbors, these are his neighbors, are helping him. His co-workers are helping him. His church family is helping him. And I told him, I says, you may be hurting here, but you're blessed over here. When you get through all of this nastiness, look at all of this joy you're going to have in your life over here. These people love you because they don't have to do this stuff. So I try to tell them, stay strong for yourself, stay strong for your children, and stay strong in your faith. Because you will get through this dark time. And it's hard to tell somebody there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Because this poor guy, he's deep, dark in darkness. But I tell him, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You hold on to the hope that you're going to see your children again. That you're going to come out of this financial hardship. That your health is going to get back together. You're going to find somebody else out there that actually does care about you and that actually does have a heart and a soul. Because if you were such a horrible person that your wife, or soon to be ex-wife, says you are, if you were such a horrible person, your family wouldn't be there helping you. Your friends wouldn't be there helping you. Your neighbors wouldn't be there helping you. Your co-workers wouldn't be there helping you. Your church family would not be there helping you. If you were that horrible of a person that your soon-to-be ex-wife is saying you are, how is it that all of these people are there for you? And I tell them, do not give up hope and faith. These people aren't giving up on you, so don't you give up on yourself. And I think that's the only thing that's keeping them going. And all of a sudden, he has friends that he hasn't spoken to in years come out of the woodworks and are like, hey, what can I do to help you? Friends that aren't even in the same state that he is in. They're calling him saying, hey, do you need some money? You know, such and such told me you're having this. You lost your house. You don't have a place to stay. I have a friend that's where you live at. Call them. They can help you. You know, he's got friends that are driving down 5 hours away. Friends, 5 hours away. When they find out, they hop in the car, drove down here to see him, to check up on him. And I told him, you're not a bad person. People just don't hop in the car and drive 5 hours just like that to go, hey, I wanted to be here for you to make sure you're okay. You know, I took some time off work. I'm going to stay here with you for a couple of days. And I'm telling this guy, hey, you see how God's working for you? He knew you needed an angel here to help you. He sent all of those angels there for you. And they're there. Your family, friends, co-workers, neighbors, church family, extended friends. People are coming 5 hours away, giving up their weekend just to spend time with you, to make sure you're okay. Don't give up. Don't give up. And I'm telling him, you gotta keep fighting. Your kids are suffering. She doesn't care about the kids. She only cares about hurting you and hurting the kids. They're suffering. So if you give up, who's going to be here to protect your kids? Because if you let yourself go, you get sick again and you die, what hope does your children have of a better life when they're stuck with this abusive mother of theirs who doesn't care about them? So I tell him, you cannot give up. You will keep fighting. I will be here for you. So we're gonna stop there, and I'm gonna come back a little bit more. Okay? All right.